News flash on a glowing screen. One line type clean and cold. Case closed in a single crawl. Like that's all the story told. High walls, high watch, low light. Cameras failed at the same time. Paper trail like a maze on fire. Every page saying don't ask why. They say he did it to himself. Tied the knot, pulled the shelf, but the math don't add. It breaks. Too much power, too much at stake. They write the script and they yell believe. Turn the key, then they hide the keys. Heard a punchline under my breath. He ain't kill himself. Guard shift, coffee gone cold. Logbook scribbles, half-truth notes. Phone calls that just go dark. One more name on a sealed-up file. Whispers, riding up stairwell, smirks in tailored suits. Every secret, the sharp teeth. Every silence growing rules. They say he did it to himself. Tied the knot, pulled the shelf, but the math don't add. It breaks. Too much power, too much at stake. They write the script, then they yell believe. Turn the key, then they hide the keys. Heard the punchline under my breath. He ain't kill himself.
Hello. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope you guys are having a fantastic start to your day. I'm having a pretty good start to my day. I don't work today, so that's always good. So we'll be working on my second job, which is giving you guys the news. So there's a couple stories that I saw last night that I definitely want to go over with you guys, and then we'll see if there's some other stories that we'll end up talking about. I see we got Fishy and Melted in the chat. What's up, boys? How you guys doing? I haven't seen Melted in a little bit. Want to debate today. Well, what are we debating about, Melted? I forget. You did want to debate. What are we debating about? Are we debating about the Iran war? Well, while we're waiting for Melted, so yeah, there's a few things that I want to get into today. First of all, like, share, repost, all that good stuff, of course. If you want to debate on Iran, we can. I don't really know what we would debate on. What's your stance on Iran? I have to pull up the control room if we're doing that. What even is your stance? I don't even know your stance right now. I know we talked about it a little bit. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's the problem. I don't have my freaking glasses on. It's like, why am I blind? That's why. Anyway. I'll be home in 3. Okay, well, he'll be home in 3 apparently. All right. All right, one of the first things that I wanted to talk about today with all of y'all is this tweet that I saw from Eric Doherty, Doherty, whatever the fuck this guy's name is. And Caroline Leavitt. So Caroline Leavitt, press secretary, shared this. And here, I want to record this segment. I'm recording this segment in order to post this as a clip because I want MAGA and I want conservatives and Republicans to know that this is propaganda. This is Trump administration propaganda from CNN. This is from CNN. All right, let's look at it. According to CNN, this was shared by Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt. According to CNN, Donald Trump has a 100% approval rating. 100% is 100% approval rating. Ignore all the people criticizing him. Ignore all the people that are against his current actions with Iran, his actions with Epstein, his actions with mass deportations. He's got a 100% approval. And get this, even better. Even better, they also included in the poll the share of percentage of the population that still identifies as MAGA. They compared it to a poll from 2024 that said that, what was it? 28% of the country identifies as MAGA. And this most recent poll, not only does he have a 100% approval rating, but now 30% of the country identifies as MAGA. How many people is 30% of the United States? Like almost 100 million? Somewhere around 70, 80 million? So 70, 80 million, they just all completely agree. They just all just 100% unilaterally agree every decision Trump's made. Really? Like, how do you not look at this sort of stuff and be like, yeah, that's propaganda. That's just outright propaganda. And it's CNN too, so it's like, it's hilarious that you have Republicans sharing this, and they're like, oh, look, CNN's forced to admit. Forced to admit? What do you mean forced to admit? I've heard that before, but has it crossed anyone's mind before that CNN is trying to shift their demographics to a younger audience, and that younger audience is MAGA? How do you do that? How does CNN shift from Democrats to Republicans? They slowly put out stuff like this that makes their Democrat viewers hate them and makes Republican viewers share and repost and watch. 100% approval rating. I mean, that's a joke. That's a fucking joke.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you look at the polling data and there are numbers that just jump off the screen at you, and this is one of those. Because just take a look here. MAGA GOP view of Trump. Approve 100%. 100%. If you are a member of MAGA and the GOP, you approve of Donald John Trump. 0% say that they disapprove. You don't have to be a mathematical genius to know you can't go higher than 100%. He is the 1972 Miami Dolphins. Yeah, you know, sometimes you look at the polling
Yeah, he's
data
the
and
1972 Miami Dolphins with a 100% approval rating. Sure he is. That's not even true if you were to poll just MAGA, by the way. It's just an outright lie. This is just an outright lie. It's a fake poll. I don't believe it. It's CNN, so I don't believe it on its face. But then you give me a number like 100%. Nothing's 100% in this world. Politicians absolutely never get 100%. What politician in the history of the world has ever gotten a 100% approval rating? The answer is they don't. And I know they're polling MAGA voters. It's a different demographic, right? But even if you were to take the MAGA demographic, right, and you don't exclude people who were MAGA a month ago but aren't MAGA now, because they are still MAGA. If you take all those people, it's not going to be 100%. I would assume, based off my own anecdotal experience, that I've already given the numbers. That's probably like 30 or 40%. Maybe more, 30 or 40% are against the war, and then there's probably a good solid 50 to 60% that are for the war. It does seem like there are more Republicans for the war than against it, but it's certainly not 100%. No way. No fucking way. Outright just bullshit. That's just outright bullshit. Downright bullshit. It's fake. Fake news. Fake news. But of course, Caroline Leavitt and Republicans are going to share it and make comments like, oh, look, CNN was forced. See, Sean's iView commented on this, said, you disavow anyone who helped build MAGA that disagrees with Trump selling us out to Israel. This is no different than Democrats refusing to prosecute CM crime, I'm assuming that means crime, then claiming the crime rate decreased. Yeah. Wow, not a single dissenter in the entire right wing? Those are Kim Jong-un numbers. No, even Kim Jong-un knows that there has to be a margin of error. That's why he got 99.93% of the vote. The exact same person. Over 90% of Trump supporters support Trump. Even Kim Jong-un couldn't get 100% approval. Do you know how dumb this sounds? Yeah, 99.93%. Imagine, if you will, a society that cares more about their loyalty to a politician than a politician's loyalty to them. Huh. Crazy. This is MAGA now with Benjamin Netanyahu. Watching people who cheered for no new wars call you a traitor for wanting no new wars. I ran away from the Epstein files. Oh, shit. Oh, hang on, Melted. I just see you got in here. Hang on. We're being joined by a guest. Let's see. Joey has a better setup for his cameras. Hang on. I'm not as good as Joey. I'm being joined by Melted Mind.
Good as Joey?
I'm not
Did you
as
say
good.
I'm not as good as Joey?
No, no,
okay.
I'm not as good as Joey. Let me fix your audio. Because the noise suppression. There's like some weird setting that happens. Okay, hopefully you sound better now. Hello.
Hello.
Oh yeah. Much better.
I can't wait to get all the hate and be called an Israeli shill. I can't wait.
I can't wait.
Especially because, like, I don't know. I guess I haven't been talking to everybody, like, in the Discord like I used to, like, in all the Discords and shit. But, like, everyone knows I'm very anti-Israel. But I think the Iran war is going to be good for the United States.
Well, before we get into that, video not found. Hello? Rumble's giving me the business today.
What are I don't want to. I want to get your thoughts on the leaker, the dude that apparently talked to Charlie Kirk before he died. Like how like it's insane, bro. There's like so apparently everyone and their mother got a conversation in with Charlie Kirk the day before he died, and he said something about against the Jews. Like what?
He was saying a lot of things about the Jews leading up to his death, apparently.
Well, everyone the day before had
I know. There's a lot of people that have come out. They're like, I have this text conversation. I had this call with Charlie. I know.
Yeah, the day before I had a 5-hour conversation over the phone with Charlie Kirk.
But would you rather believe that? Would you rather believe that, or would you rather believe this poll from CNN?
Well, the thing is it's people that get off the door, cat. It's people that see themselves as MAGA. It's not Republicans.
No.
It's people
that's why this poll is bullshit, though, MAGA, because they're including everybody. They're not including just the MAGA Trump supporters after the Iran stuff. They're including everybody. No, because in that same poll, they reference another poll from 2024 where he had an approval rating of 80%. And the share of MAGA voters in the country was 28%. They polled again. He got an approval rating of 100%, and the share of MAGA is now 30% of the country, is what they said. So the numbers didn't go. They didn't go down. They went up.
Yeah, dude, it's the Neo-Dems, bro. They're the one. That's the 2%.
Right? They joined the MAGA coalition. They filled the gaps.
More hungry. Those war-hungry Dems, dude. They're like, oh, we couldn't go to war with Russia with Biden, but we're going.
No, but like aside from Iran and shit, like, do you actually believe this poll? Like, there's no way anyone can truly believe it, right?
No.
Like, even if it was not CNN,
bro.
Well, even if it wasn't CNN, what fucking politician, regardless of group polled, is gonna give 100% to a politician?
It's impossible.
It's literally impossible.
There's only been one time someone got 100% of the vote for an election. What country was that? It was some.
Even Kim Jong-un has 99.93%.
Yeah. Well, that's the only reason is because he has to have someone to run against that he can poison the next year.
Right. Yeah.
That's,
just for show.
That's 1.3% of the population anyway.
Yeah.
But like there was some election. I think it was like. It was one of the Baltic like states or something, and this dude got he won the vote by it was 187% because he rigged the votes. He didn't know his own population for his own country, so he just started throwing in. So he fake
doubled
ballots.
The population,
and he like tripled the population of votes and won with triple the population of his country.
Dude, that's like what Democrats do with illegal voters, except they just don't fabricate it out of thin air. They just they just invite you to the country. Did you see that shit James O'Keefe exposed on Skid Row in LA?
No, I didn't. Well, oh yeah, was that them passing $5 for
Dude,
for their
$5,
ballot,
pack
or-
of cigarettes, or like some small gift, and all you have to do is sign my petition for this Democrat cause.
Dude, I might vote Democrat if I get a pack of cigarettes.
Dude, pack of
for
cigarettes? I'll
$5,
sign your
dude.
petition to enslave children.
Yeah. Yeah. Are they Newport? Are they Newports?
Newports.
They better not be those freaking Winstons, bro. I swear.
All right. Well,
But-
we can move away from the MAGA approval rating of 100% because clearly I'm just not MAGA anymore. If I don't approve. But we can
not.
shift over to the Iranian conversation if you'd like.
Tucker Carlson's not even. He's not even part of MAGA anymore. Apparently, somehow.
Apparently.
Apparently. The
Neither
man
is
that says he
Marjorie Taylor
loves-
Greene.
Oh. 1 second, bro. I gotta do something with this cat.
Yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene's not MAGA. Tucker Carlson's not MAGA. Thomas Massey, he doesn't want to make America great again. No. All these different people, none of them want to make America great again, apparently. But you know who does? Laura Loomer, Mark Levin, Ben Shapiro. These people, they would love to make America great again.
Shapiro.
They would love to make America great again.
Make Israel.
No, dude, that's the MAGA
Israel.
coalition now. It's Mark Levin, Laura Loomer, Ben Shapiro, Steven Crowder's still in it.
That's stupid.
What aspect of the Iranian war do you want to debate me on though? Like what do you disagree with?
You saying that we should have waited for them to attack first, bro.
Oh, okay, yeah. No,
That
I
is
think
the
we
craziest thing.
should.
That is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Go
How
ahead, give your
how
argument.
many Americans need to die, Tyler? Is it if they attacked one American, should we have gone to war? They attacked 2 Americans, 3 Americans, or did they have to bomb a city?
I know you
What
don't
would
watch
be-
my.
what would be the-
I know you don't watch all my shows, but I gave my stance on this yesterday. I said
missed it.
I said exactly this. I said, if Iran had done the retaliatory strikes like they did after we bombed them and they killed 6 American soldiers, if that had happened first, I wouldn't say anything.
Yeah, but you can't. We couldn't You can't just let 6 people die. You can't just be like, we know this is because we knew the attack was gonna come. We already knew that Iran was gonna attack no matter what, or not Iran. We already knew Israel was gonna attack no matter what, and they're not gonna go after Israel, bro. They're gonna go after us, and they're gonna blame us. So they're gonna attack us for what Israel does. And that's
I
just
don't think
what
you're
it is at the
understanding
end
my
of the day.
argument. I know all of this. I know all of what you're saying.
Yeah,
My
so,
argument,
but
Melted. My argument for why I think that should have happened is so that America doesn't take the fall for starting this. If Trump let Israel hit first and then Iran attacked us and then we went full scale war, I don't think. Oh, I think the majority, like 80 to 90% of the people complaining about the war right now, wouldn't be saying shit. If we let Israel strike first and then Iran struck back and then we started doing everything we're doing, I don't think people would have cared.
Americans have been dying to Iran and terrorists in Iran. U.S. soldiers have been dying. I think there's been a death almost every year of a U.S. soldier from a terrorist attack. They wouldn't have cared. They could have killed 6. The only way people would have been like, oh, we got to do something is if we had another 9/11 incident, another gigantic false flag. That's the only way people would have cared if we would have went to war. I'm happy there wasn't a giant false flag this time that killed 3,000 Americans.
There almost was, though. You saw that drone threat to California that they tried to put out there?
Yeah.
Which I would not have believed for a moment if that happened. If that happened and they're like, oh my god, Iran hit us, I would have been like, no, you did. Our own government hit us.
How they have we've destroyed 93% of their drone launchers. How are they going to get drone launchers on ships and send them over?
I've long said this though. It's not that Iran is a threat militarily. I mean, they're not really. We wiped out their military like nothing. The true threat that comes from Iran is just the citizens themselves that are radical.
I don't even think you can't just say the citizens.
You know what I mean, though. It's people from Iran and other countries like that that come here and hate us.
I get what you're saying.
They're often a part of a certain religious group, but they're not always a part of that religious group. It's just people immigrating here that don't exactly have the best interest at heart for the United States, seeing shit like this, then decide to go and act on their own accord. That's the true threat from Iran. It's not nukes, it's not drone strikes, it's not military action. It's them and their people coming over here and acting on their own accord to try to get justice. That's what I'm mostly afraid of. I'm not worried about them sending an army. I'm worried about some dude getting a hold of a car or a gun.
That's the thing is you're thinking car or gun, and I'm thinking mass destructive device.
I just don't see that. If that were to happen, the only way that I could see that happening is like our government being a part of it. Like our government would have to allow it.
You don't think Democrats would allow that to happen? You don't think that there's
You don't think Republicans would allow that to happen?
I would think they're less likely to allow that to happen.
I would have said the same thing a year ago, but now that we're at war, they might be looking for more justification to continue it.
Okay, and here's another thing I have to... This war is not about... People are like, it's about Israel, it's about... I understand, I don't like Trump's takes on Israel, I don't like Israel. I do not like... I don't hate Jewish people. Like, I see a lot of people in Timcast chat fucking spamming that they hate all Jews. It's like... You hate a dude that's not even religiously Jewish, who just got a big schnoz, bro. Leave him alone. But it's not about that. It's about the petrodollar, dude. This is all about petrodollar. The reason why we took Venezuela. It's the reason why we're even in Iran. It just sped up the process. I think this was gonna happen anyway. I think it just sped up the process. We're gonna have to take Hormuz. We're gonna have to take the Strait. We need to get the petrodollar. We need to make it to where Iran is only going to sell oil with the U.S. currency. We can't let Russia buy it with freaking rupees or ruples. We can't let China buy it with the yuan. We can't let that happen. If we let that happen, the average lifestyle of an American is going to drop in quality by 80%, dude. If I lose 80% of what I have now, I have nothing.
I don't think there's any valid reason for us to be over there.
There is, dude. We can't lose the petrodollar. I don't like that we use the petrodollar system, but if we lose it now, while like how it is now, like without us controlling the Strait of Hormuz, like we have to control these straits before we can drop the petrodollar.
Yeah, but we're getting a lot
we're
getting a lot of like mixed messaging here, because it's like we destroyed their whole military, but somehow we can't take the Strait because they control it. So which is it? Is their military destroyed?
They have mines laid throughout all of the Strait, bro. That's the issue. This is where it comes down to. The ships just do not want to go through the Strait right now.
That's not true though, because they're letting ships through.
They're letting ships through with American escorts. It's not Iran letting ships through. That's the U.S. guiding ships through.
No, that's not the reporting I've seen. The reporting I've seen is that Iran is letting people through. They're just not letting the United States or their allies through. That's the reporting I've seen.
172 countries?
Yeah,
sorry, not
literally
152 countries?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. They've said that they're just not letting us or our allies through.
We'll just take the Strait. We're going to take the Strait of Hormuz, bro. That's what it's going to be.
Are we or is Israel?
Israel's not going to take over the Strait of Hormuz. That's what we need to do after Iran.
That's what would happen. We might.
They won't. They would not take over the Strait, bro. They would not. We would not.
Think about
it. Israel have.
Melted. If the United States were to gain control of any part of the Middle East, eventually that control would fall to Israel.
No, they're not even a part of the Five Eyes, bro. They're not even a part of the 5 intelligence agencies that we talk to.
I don't think that matters.
Why do people? That matters a lot. We don't give any information. We give information to Israel, yet they still spy on us. I don't like Israel because we will give them everything. We will we helped build Israel. I think we need to go in. We need to end this war now, so that way they can force Bibi Netanyahu out, because he has let's look up what is his approval rating in Israel right now.
Wait, Red Sixer, Venezuela was never a physical threat to the United States. The threat that Venezuela posed was cartel crime.
Yeah, it was drug violence, and also it made it to where it's oil. It's always oil.
There's more of an argument for Iran to say that they're a physical threat because they were working on nuclear weapons, but Venezuela was definitely not a physical threat to us.
The only way Venezuela would be a physical threat is if China gave them missiles because they're close enough to where they could probably get to a lot
Yeah,
of
because the only
major
thing Venezuela
cities.
had, the reason we were able to go in so easily is because we literally they're using our old technology, so we knew how to counter it.
Well, we dropped like a fucking EMP over that bitch apparently.
Well, no, it wasn't even like an EMP. It was like they had that sound weapon too, the Savannah
That's
the
what
Savannah
made
syndrome
people
weapon,
that's what made people throw up and like shit themselves
and
make
blood out
feel like
their
blood
face.
boils.
Yeah.
That's that. But apparently before they entered, all the power shut off to like
Oh,
that
so yeah,
whole
then
either of the
some
country.
some sort of EMP.
Either
then
either they
maybe.
cut yeah, either they blew up a substation or they fucking EMP'd the bitch. Like
Pirates don't use military vessels, but like with the Strait of Hormuz, like if mines are the problem, then I mean I get that, but how are ships still going through if there are mines? Like wouldn't we just go the same
because
route
I
as
would
them?
say no, we can't because they still have access. They still have drones because I remember they just blew up that ship recently. That like caught on fire.
Yeah, but
So
with our like air
it's still
superiority, wouldn't we just blow up anything on the coast that they would use as a weapon?
it's not that easy.
Is it?
It's not that easy. It's the we're like you would think like it's just it takes so much time between we see it, let's get a drone there and let's blow it up before they're already launching a drone, dude. It's people think like we're obviously the best fucking apparently the US
Son of
hacked the
Wiggum
power
said that it
station
was
or
not an
turned off the power.
EMP. He said, yeah, it said that
Yeah.
we hacked their power stations.
Yeah, we hacked one of
I
those
wouldn't doubt it
substations,
because
yeah.
I forget if it was Iran or another one of these Middle Eastern countries, but I remember there was a declassified project from the FBI or CIA, one of the two. They had sent a virus out and it started moving from cell phone to cell phone, and it kept doing that until it reached the computers at a nuclear facility, and then it overheated the computers at the nuclear facility. So yeah,
I do remember that.
the United States is fucking crazy with shit like that.
Well, people know about MK Ultra, but not a lot of people know about MK Seabreeze.
What's that one?
That's where the CIA pumped a bunch of toxic bullshit into a foggy night. They pumped a bunch of toxic air into clouds before a foggy night in San Francisco, and they gave like a bunch of people lung issues. They gave a bunch of people like really bad lung issues. There's also like another one. It was like MK. I can't even remember, but
Government goes crazy. We can only imagine what they're still doing to us now.
yeah, it's unreal. But like people are saying like, oh, this is gonna end badly for the U.S. This isn't gonna end. If we need to take over the Strait of Hormuz, we need
So
to take
where's
over.
where's the line for you? Like, at what point is this too far?
Well,
Like, what is your qualifier for too far? Like, it goes
we're
on longer than
nuking
a year.
Iran. We're nuking Iran, and it's gone long. Probably longer than. I'll give it 2 months. If it goes on longer than, yeah, I'll give him the 90 days.
Because I think that's important. I think everyone, whether you're in agreement or disagreement on this, I think there needs to be a qualifier
long?
for where, like, my qualifier for this being a success is that there's no escalation and that we're out before the end of April.
Yeah, but the thing is I don't like the idea of it, but we're gonna have to put boots on the ground.
You think so? I think that's
Yeah,
the
you
direction
can-
it's heading, and I really don't want that. I have a feeling that once that happens, the approval rating is going to go from 50 to like 25.
I would be okay with it if we literally we would have to blow up I want there to be like zero military. Like I want if our I can't even speak. Our soldiers show up. I just want everyone instantly surrendering. We need to blow that place to high heaven if we're gonna send soldiers in.
I don't think you necessarily disagree with me, Melted, and I'll tell you why. It's not necessarily that I'm against this war. I have said that they should have attacked us first before we go in there, but that's
But we can't
purely
let them
because
do
of
that.
optics. I'm worried about the optics on the world stage. If they attacked us first, then that gives us better optics. But besides all of that, the reason I'm also against this is because I know that they're not going to do it right. The way that I would want them to do it is I want us to go over there, fucking glass the country, and then assume control of their government. And then we have to do that for a few generations. But
Here,
we're
I'm
not
gonna
going to
give you
do that, so that's
two-
why I'm against it.
I'm going to give you two historical events, Tyler, where we had information that we were going to be attacked and it happened anyway. And then those wars turned out to be like one turned into like a 4-year war that we joined into. That was
9/11.
Pearl Harbor. So Pearl Harbor, that was an issue.
A lot of people think
where
Pearl Harbor happened on purpose, though.
No, it was two brothers. It was two brothers that worked in two different departments that were supposed to talk to each other that didn't like each other. It was two brothers that had family drama and they didn't want to talk to each other. And
But
give
have you
each other
seen the
information.
conspiracy
That's what it
theories that
was.
said that our government let it happen so that we can enter the war?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what happened. With what it was like it was how many? It was one person was going for the war in Congress. Yeah, no, I doubt that. one congressman. That one congressman decided like, oh, I'm gonna let the Pearl Harbor happen. Yeah, no. But and then the next one obviously is 9/11. 9/11 happened, and then that shit went on until what 2018 when we destroyed ISIS.
When they
That's when
officially
the war-
said we did, yeah. It was around then.
When that's when the end of war. That's when the war on terror ended, right? Was when we destroyed ISIS.
I mean, that's what our government says. I don't think the war on terror. You know what I mean? I don't think the war on terror actually ended, but
that's yeah. So Tyler, that's an attack, and that war's still going on to today, Tyler. So if we got attacked again,
well, the
how
argument
long do you
from
think a war with Iran would last if we got attacked?
well, the argument from a lot of people right now is that we've been at war with Iran for 46 years because of proxies and terrorist groups that they funded and stuff like that. But my counter argument to that is if that's the case, then we're at war with basically the entire planet because we do the same thing and they do that to us too.
I'll look at this book, Son of Wiggum. I need something.
Yeah,
to
I
listen
see.
to
Everyone check out the book. Son of Wiggum shared a book in the chat. Guys, go check it out.
It's sold out.
Fighter Pilot, the memoir of legendary ace Robin Olds. Apparently, it's sold out, is what Melted said.
Robin Olds. Yeah, I think I watched the Fat Electrician video on that guy. But I don't know. I think this is going better than we thought. I'm not one for Israel. Israel definitely helped us get into this faster, but I think if we end this war as quick as possible, because that's the only reason why Bibi Netanyahu hasn't been voted out yet, is because he can stop the voting from happening in Israel because they're at war.
Yeah, much
So we need to end.
much like Venezuela, I don't like that we did this, but it definitely is dependent on the outcome. The ends do not justify the means, but if the ends are good, then whatever.
All right, let's see here. What is BB Net?
That's assuming he's still alive, Melted.
Yeah. Yeah, he's dead. That makes sense. Who's thinking up these conspiracy? These conspiracy theories are so bad.
Dude,
like,
I want to be the
now.
script. I want to be the script writer for these conspiracy theories. Like, imagine being the guy that starts these conspiracy theories, and then you see podcasts like fucking ours being like, "Oh, dude, you heard BB's dead," and then he's like, "Fucking dumbasses." Like, I want to be the guy making these conspiracy theories, just so I could go around the podcast circuits and be like, "Look at these fucking idiots."
What is this garbage, dude? This is 2025. Why is there no up-to-date?
What are you looking for?
His Bibi Netanyahu's approval rating right now. They only have 2005 of last year.
Well, yeah, they're not going to do it right now with Gaza.
Well, they're gonna do a dude's gonna walk around and ask people what they think about Bibi Netanyahu. That happens every day in fucking Israel.
November 28th, 2025. This is end of 2025 approval rating.
Yeah, but we get one like in America. We get one every 2 days. We get an approval rating update.
Well, so public.
Oh, here we go.
approval-
2026.
So I see one
Dude,
from
there's like
2025. It says 53 in favor. Oh no, 53% unfavorable and 45 favorable.
Yeah, and that's only, and he also only got 27% of the vote when he won.
Well, they have different.
So-
yeah, they have different election systems.
Yeah, they have like a. Yeah, they have. I know that's why he only got 25%. But like, so I think if we went in there, and I think if we ended the war on Israel, and I just know that they would try and get into a war with like Libya or something, though.
Like, I have no problem admitting that I'm wrong. If it turns out in a month and a half from now that The war is concluded. We're not sending troops there anymore. We're not bombing shit anymore. Iran is crippled, and we don't have to deal with them again for another 4 to 8 years, then
I'd be pissed.
I'd be pissed. You'd be pissed?
I'd be pissed if we don't control the Strait of Hormuz at the end of this, bro.
So you and I are kind of in the same camp then. If by the end of this you think we need to control the Strait of Hormuz by the end of this, I think we need to control Iran by the end of this. So you and I are both in agreement there that we need to control some parts of their territory at this point.
Well, they can keep the desert, bro. I just want the waterway.
I just want the waterway. That's fair. No, so you and I don't necessarily disagree then. You and where we disagree is the start of the war, but the end of the war, you and I kind of agree. I do agree the Strait of Hormuz should probably be ours, but I also agree that Iran should just be ours too. I think we should assume control of their government, enact our laws and our rules against them, just like they wish to do upon us. We just do that for the next 3 to 4 generations, and maybe they'll fucking lock in.
Yes, Fishy. That is the Palpatine move.
Start a war to stay in power due to elections being postponed. You know, a part of me does feel like it would be kind of funny that at the end of Trump's term, he just starts a world war, and then he's like, guys, we can't hold elections.
Nah, there's no way.
I don't see him doing it. I'm just saying it'd be kind of funny. Like, you know, what does Elon say? That the most entertaining outcome tends to be the most likely, which is not true, but I like to think that.
He has 2 really good people that can run for the Republican Party. Marco
Rubio?
Next election. I'd say no. I was gonna say JD Vance. Vance.
Do you like JD?
I like him more than a lot of other people.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of pulling a Kamala right now. I think as vice president.
Or he's kind of sitting there waiting, biding his time.
What has he been doing?
Yeah, I haven't seen him since the Charlie Kirk stuff, really.
Yeah, I saw him do an interview or something not that long ago.
I don't know. Maybe he's in disagreement with Trump on some stuff, and he'd rather just be quiet.
What good of attacking Iran again? Keep buying their oil, keep stirring up generational hate for the American people. Leave, and if they follow, then nuke them. But no, we can't. We can't do that. We have this thing called the petrodollar, Fishy, and our deal with Syria is about to end for the petrodollar. They don't like Iran. If we don't do anything about Iran, Syria is going to say, fuck you, America. We're not going to make people trade with the dollar anymore for our oil. And then guess what? China becomes the new world power because we don't have the petrodollar. And then American lifestyle changes, drop 80%, and we are all fucking broke and done for. I don't like that we run on the petrodollar, but we just can't stop the petrodollar without mass dying in the U.S. That's just,
I haven't heard that argument yet melted. I have heard people say that, oh, this is to counter China and this is to cripple their oil imports.
It is. This is to counter. This is to counter everyone, dude. This is to counter everyone.
That argument doesn't quite hold up, though.
There's
other ways for them to get access to oil, but what you're saying makes more sense. That a large portion of oil does come through there, and if the United States doesn't control it, then yes, our petrodollar is at stake there. I don't buy as much the other arguments that, oh, we're crippling these other countries by controlling this area. I don't buy that as much. I more so buy what you said. It's to solidify the petrodollar.
Well, we're this is very similar to what some people on Timcast have been saying. Yeah, well, I'm also a Timcast watcher, and just because Tim Pool's saying it doesn't mean it's not true. There's a reason. There's a reason he has so many viewers, guys. There's a reason a lot of us came from Timcast, bro. He does say right stuff a good amount of the time. Like I just now, like, I've noticed, like, so many like, I stopped watching Tim Pool for a while, but he's the most consistent. Like, I'm sorry, his videos are the most consistent. We won't touch our own oil due to government land protection. We don't want to touch our oil. We don't want.
I have a great argument for that. I agree with Melted. I agree with Melted, and I'll tell you why. I've long thought about this. Right, resources on this planet are finite. They are not all of them are renewable. Right, so things like oil, kind of renewable, but that takes thousands, if not millions, of years to make naturally. So, Melted's right. Let's not fucking touch our oil. I don't want us to touch our oil. We don't touch our oil until we fucking have to. All right, we buy and we trade from all these other countries. Let them mine through all of their oil. Let them deplete their oil resources from their country. We'll buy from them. In fucking 500 years from now, when all that shit's empty and we still got oil, they'll be buying from us.
Well, oil is not a finite resource. The earth makes it oil. It's just
Earth makes
probably
oil,
not
but
at
it's a
the rate.
very slow process, is my point, and we use too
Yeah.
much of it.
Yeah, the world uses too much oil that it's probably not replenishing itself fast enough.
That's what I mean. I mean,
And-
it may not be a problem in
yeah.
the future. We may have other engines and other means. I mean, Japan is looking to create a giant solar-powered ring around the moon right now, so that it could power Earth. So things like that, might make it to where gasoline's not as needed.
That's gonna be a long cord.
That fuck, dude. I was thinking about that. Yeah.
What? How are we gonna get power from there? Like,
You know what it would probably be? It would probably
the
be-
Samsung Touch, where you. Just,
I was gonna
like,
say
take
they
two
have
phones
ways
and put
of
them together.
transmitting energy wirelessly. There's probably some technology for it.
From how far away?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Shit.
Dude, if we're able to do that, bro, my phone better be charging 24/7. If we're somehow
Yeah, can we just have like the
transferring
planet
energy from
encapsulated
the
in an
moon?
energy sphere, so when I'm walking around, my phone's just
Yeah.
at full charge?
Yeah, and then all of our brains
Phones
are
just don't even
melting
need batteries
from-
anymore. You just walk around with a
Yeah.
fucking screen that turns on.
Yeah, we do that, and then everyone forgets like about all like the tools that like if you put a battery in, they turn on, and like people's like just crazy shit starts turning on that you don't think of.
Right, solar flare knocks out the fucking ring, and you're like, oh my god, how did we turn things
Yeah,
on
oh my-
before?
Yeah. Oh my god.
But no, I do
Bye,
absolutely,
neighbor.
I do absolutely agree with Melted. I don't think we should be mining up our oil. Like, obviously, we should have oil here. We should be manufacturing barrels of oil here and stuff like that. We should be mining up some of it. But I'm fine that we get it from other countries right now, because eventually their reserves will deplete, and we'll still have ours.
Well, here's the thing people also don't understand. So, when a country wants to buy oil with the petrodollar, they have to come to us and say, we're going to give you 100,000 or 100 billion Venezuelan dingly-dangs. That's the currency we're going to go with today. And we're going to give you 100 billion of these, and you're going to give us $5 so we can go buy a gallon of gas. And that's what we do. We give them $5 that we print and don't have to do any work for, and then we get their currency in exchange. So we get all the gain, and they stay with the same amount of money that they had to buy oil. So we get their money.
They get
We're
the same amount of
we're the
buying
middleman
power.
for oil.
Yeah, their buying
they get
power
the same amount
stays
of
the
buying
same.
power. We get their money. That's the whole point of the petrodollar, is every single oil transaction that goes on through Syria and all these other countries that agree to use the petrodollar, is that those countries that want to buy oil from them have to come to us first and ask for money.
Hey, that's a big reason that the world hates us, though, because they know that we're making fucking money on them having to go through
Well,
us.
Well, they should have won 2 world wars, bro. I don't know what to tell them.
Back-to-back World War champion.
Yeah, dude, they should have made the 1911 and then $1,000, bro. Like, that's
You know what?
won us
Maybe
the
they
wars,
shouldn't have
so-
included us in the Second World War. Maybe they would have won.
Well, yeah, they can all blame Japan, bro. Everyone can blame. Go.
I'm
blame
sure they do.
Japan.
I'm sure they do blame Japan. What's funny about that is, like, literally history would have been altered had Pearl Harbor not happened. Like, if Pearl Harbor didn't happen, Europe and the Allies might have lost because we weren't there. Like, Russia was holding their own. Russia put in some fucking work, but I don't know. It would have been a close call. Don't touch our
Russia
boats.
probably wouldn't have... Yeah, don't touch our boats.
Don't touch our boats.
If they touch our boats, they're done.
Blast.
I don't know about that. I don't want to glass nobody. I don't want... There's a lot of oil under that sand.
There's a lot of
If we
oil
turn it
under
to
the
glass.
glass.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to get to. Yeah, we just... Imagine if we, like, nuked it, turn all the sand to glass, and then, like, it's just like it's one of those, it's a non-radioactive nuke, and it's just a picture of Trump standing on like a big glass thing with a drone taking a picture, and it's just black oil just underneath the glass of
You guys
the
ever
desert.
watched Fat Electrician? No, I've never seen it.
Yeah, I was just talking about him, son of Wiggum.
Yeah.
We
Is
were
it a
just, I was
comedian?
literally just said, no, he's a historian YouTuber.
Oh, but his name's Fat Electrician?
It's because he was an electrician that was fat.
I see.
And then And then he was really into history and started making history YouTube videos. And then people started to question him on his, they're like, you're an electrician, bro. You know nothing about history. So he said, fuck you guys. And then he went and he's going to get his degree and become a history major. He might already have it.
That's sick. Should go get my degree in newscasting.
He's friends with Brandon Herrera.
Did he win his election?
He did.
Sick.
Did you hear how he won it?
I know it was a runoff election.
Nope.
No?
The runoff didn't happen, no.
Oh.
What's his name had to admit to cheating on that chick, and he had to drop out.
Oh, really? His opponent?
Yeah, he went up on stage and he was like, yeah, I did it, and I'm dropping out.
Damn.
That's Brandon. And he was like,
damn. Well, I guess Trump dodged a bullet not endorsing him.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, he was gonna endorse Brandon. He was gonna endorse whoever won that anyway.
Probably. Well, is there anything else to talk about on Iran? Because I think the disagreements that we don't have any major disagreements. We basically just disagree on like how we should have entered this.
I think that's about the only disagreement. I think if especially like if they talk about it like on Timcast, or people talking about it on Timcast, or people talking about it all over the place. If we would have let them attack us, because we knew the strike was gonna come. We knew Israel told us they were gonna strike Iran no matter what, and we knew that Iran was gonna they weren't gonna attack Israel. They would have hit us back. And if we would have let that happen, I think the approval rating of Trump would be down farther than what it is now. I think a lot of Republicans would be mad. I think a lot of Democrats would be mad.
I think you're right, but not for the reasons you might think. I think you're right because if you look at the way the media is reacting right now, I mean, even CNN is saying he has 100% approval rating, blowing smoke up his ass. Well, I think you're right.
CNN's you got to think, bro, if CNN's doing something nice for Trump, it's because they know it's going to make their base mad that they're doing it, and it's going to make them mad at Trump. So
I said this before you got in here. I said this before you got in here, Melted, with the new owner of CNN. I think they're trying to shift their audience, and one way to do that is by blowing smoke up Trump's ass.
I don't think they're trying to switch their audience. It'd be a really bad idea to switch your audience now. What
do you mean they don't have one anymore?
Well, yeah, but they don't need an audience. They're CNN, dude. They probably how much do they get from the fucking government every year?
I don't, unless Doge cut that away. I mean, they even lost their airport deals. They're not even played in the airports anymore.
Oof.
That happened like a year ago too. That's old news. But
that's some real scammage, bro. People mad about the Somalis, bro. Look at CNN and MSNBC. How much money are they getting from us every fucking year for tax benefits and shit?
But so to finish my point, though, I think the reason you're right about his approval rating is not necessarily for the reasons you might think. I think the reason you're right is because had we let them attack first, the media would have been hammering Trump over it. But because we struck first, the media is praising him and saying that it had to happen and that it's the greatest thing that's ever happened. Like, and we all know, and I mean, fucking, if CNN's even coming out being like, "Oh, I love what Trump's doing," like, it's kind of like, all right, well, he just fucking did everything the establishment wanted, and that's war in Iran. So had he let them attack first, I think you are right. They would have came out and they're like, oh, he should have attacked first. They would be doing the opposite. They'd be like, he should have struck first. He should have bombed all of them, killed the leader.
And then what you're gonna have is like these far leftists like Hassan and all of his orbiters. You're gonna have them like, yeah, Iran bombed some U.S. citizens. Let's go, yeah, boys, let's terrorism, yeah. And then we'd go and we'd attack Iran, and then like, this is it. This is a call for action, like they always do, and we need to.
Isn't that already happening though?
But that's the thing is, Republicans would be mad because we let it happen, and then no matter what, the Democrats are going to be mad no matter what happens. Either way. So you're just making the Republic. You're making the 30% of MAGA. You're going to make them mad at Trump, and that's like it's the only thing he's got right now, honestly.
You got to go argue with Joey today too, because Joey's in a similar camp as me.
I think
Joey might be able to argue better than I do.
No, I think he would. I think it would be more of like the Israel side. I think
You
me and
think
him
he
would
would
be
push more of the
arguing more
Israel
about
angle?
Israel. I think, yeah, I think what me and him would disagree on more is, I don't know. Maybe I'll ask him. I'll talk to him. Maybe I'll message him real quick.
I mean, yeah, he's got his show in an hour.
Yeah, I'll just stay up for 48 hours. Let's do it.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
I gotta work tonight. I might call in.
Fuck it. I'm off
Yeah,
today,
let me
so I'm
message him.
hanging out. I'm probably gonna.
You should message him too, bro. We should just see if we can all get on and ruin his whole plan that he has
Shit.
today.
No, I need to no, because that'll ruin my plan if I come join you guys. Because I need to do my premium hours today.
Just stream it on premium while you're over
Just
there.
stream my
And
perspective from premium.
Stream Joey's stream.
Stream. No. I've thought about doing
You
it.
just
'Cause
need
I've
the
seen-
hours. No one needs to watch it.
No, I just need premium hours. Yeah. All right. Well, is there any other comments on Iran before we move to this last story that I have?
Oh yeah, I love Bibi Netanyahu, and I do not want to kill myself.
Absolutely.
I would never kill
I agree.
myself.
I share the same sentiment.
I love Bibi Netanyahu, and he is totally alive. He was definitely not in an AI generated coffee shop.
Totally. So this is a story that I saw going around that was kind of surprising to me. Hey Melted, do you know who Cesar Chavez is?
Yeah.
Did you know that he has now been exposed for raping small children and women?
You're telling me something I already knew. I already known this for years, bro.
I didn't know that. I had
Yeah,
teachers when I was in school that had his poster and his picture posted around the classroom.
Well, let me guess, they were female teachers.
Well, of course they were. Most are.
Yeah, Castro was the one that Castro was for the strong male figure that men can follow, and then you have fucking Chavez, and this motherfucker's like he's like the pretty boy that all the girls want to be with.
So we got this from the California Post. Inside the creepy California lair where Cesar Chavez allegedly raped girls and women while living like a king. Disturbing details about Cesar Chavez's creepy California lair are emerging where the disgraced Union Titan allegedly raped girls and women while living like a king. Chavez has been accused of sexually abusing multiple girls and women, according to a shocking investigation from the New York Times. Multiple women, two of whom said they were children, detailed accounts of when Chavez allegedly began sexually abusing them. The allegations have surfaced more than 30 years since the co-founder of the United Farm Workers Labor Union died in 1993. Anna Marguya claimed that the abuse started when she was just 13, while Deborah Rojas said she was first assaulted at 12 and later raped at 15. Marguya recalled that Chavez, 45 at the time, would call her house and would ask to see her. She obliged, looking up to Chavez as a hero. So that a funny thing that I saw, and I know it's a fucking terrible story. You're like, Tyler, what is going to be funny from this? Well, something funny is tweets that don't age well. Tweets that don't age well from Gavin Newsom. Cesar Chavez plus Dolores Huerta did not risk their lives so that a man who calls Mexicans rapists and criminals could become president.
I wish I could like read this stuff and like the quality on Vid Ninja is just so bad.
It's going through my camera here. This might help you. Oh wait, let me not share
yeah,
the
you
audio
can do
so you
that.
can't hear yourself. There you go. Is that better?
100%. Thank you.
Yeah. Look at this tweet though. This is from 2016 when Trump was about to get elected. And I just thought it was a little funny, you know, it's tweets that don't age well, you know, 10 years ago.
Yeah, a lot of things for Gavin Newsom don't age well.
Just like most of his policies and his governorship.
And his Somalis that he has.
And literally everything this man's ever done in his career.
Well, Tyler just told me, or not Tyler, Joey just told me that I should go on your show today.
Maybe. I don't know. You can ask.
He doesn't do. He's doing gaming. He's doing gaming today. So.
Yeah, I noticed. I didn't know if he was actually gonna do a show or not. Well, it's Thursday. I thought he was gonna do Outworld. Anyway, So the woman goes on to describe in detail that walking along the dirt trail that led to where he worked, his office, where she said he was down a long corridor in the rundown building. He locked the door, as he always did when he called her, and told her how lonely he had been. He brought her onto the yoga mat that he often used in his office for meditation, kissed her, and pulled her pants down. Don't tell anyone. They'd get jealous. What the fuck? Both women have described the horrific allegations of being sexually abused in Chavez's California office. The name of his creepy headquarters is called Nuestra Senora Reina de la Paz. Roughly translated to Our Lady Queen of Peace. Damn, raping people in an office you nicknamed Our Lady Queen of Peace? That's pretty crazy. Chavez's office is a part of La Paz, the 187-acre property in the rural Kern County town of Keene, which sits up against the Tehachapi Mountains foothills, about a 2-hour-plus drive from Los Angeles. It is part of the Cesar Chavez National Monument. La Paz on the California State Park website and included in the national monument that honors Chavez. The monument is managed by the National Park Service and is now the center of the bombshell allegations of rape against the revered labor leader. What is it with getting into positions of power where you're just like, you know what, I don't have enough, I need to go abuse people? What is it with getting in positions of power where people are like, you know what would be great?
It's weird, especially like when you're like this, like he's Chavez, bro. Like he could have picked any of age girl he wanted.
Well, that's the thing with a lot of these rich, kids? Powerful people, dude. Like why do they target kids? They could literally have like the sexiest fucking supermodel, and they're like, no, you know what sounds better? A kid. It's like, what? Like, what fucking happens in your brain where you're like, I got power, now I want to touch kids? Like, what happens? This needs to be studied, Melted. Mm-hmm. This phenomenon needs to be studied. The same office where the woman...
It has to do something...
Like, something has to click in your brain where you're like, I'm above everyone else. Like, I don't know what happens to these
Am I
people.
muted? What the hell?
No, you're not muted. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. I was like... yeah, I can hear you. I think the main thing, I think it's like a forbidden fruit thing, you feel me? Like it's like it's like, what can I do now? What can I do and possibly get caught and get away with?
Yeah, you're like, I can do anything in the world.
After. Like, there was a streamer that was talking about, like, it was weird. He was talking about, like, they're like, what type of girls are you into? He's like, I like them young.
Whoa.
He was like, yeah, I like them young. I like them fresh.
Yeah, I was like that too.
He's like, yeah, they're like, yeah, they were like, yeah. He's like, one of them was like, you like virgins? And he's like, yeah, the forbidden fruit. And they were like, what? He's like, oh, I'm joking. Like, yeah, sure you were.
Whoa.
I forget what streamer that was. That was a really bad clip.
There's just streamers alone, dude. Like all the streamers how many streamers have blown up and they get really big on just any platform, start making in all this money, and then all of a sudden they start getting in these allegations where like, oh, this guy was caught chatting with a fucking 12-year-old, and you're like, why? Why are you can have anyone? Have you guys never heard the rock stars talk about this? When you have everything, you always want what you don't have. But still, dude, like...
Yeah, you always want more.
Yeah, it's never enough. Like, once you achieve the top, you're like, what else is forbidden? Like, what else am I... What else am I not supposed to achieve?
That's how you end up getting goat blood smeared all over you in a
satanic ritual
style.
Yeah.
Fucking satanic ritual shit, and then you like wake up from the drug coma and you're like, what why is my liver gone? Like that's what happens there.
Rojas described at the Times how Chavez allegedly began touching and groping her breast in the same office where he's accused of raping Murguia. The woman recalled that Chavez placed a gun on the nightstand before the alleged assault, frightening her each time she glanced at it. Dude, that's like straight out of a movie scene. Like right before you do something to someone, you just pull the gun out and you set it on the table.
Which is weird. It's like he's threatening a 13 or a 14, like a young girl,
12 and 15.
Like, yeah, 12. He's threatening a 12-year-old girl with a gun, dude. You could have just balled your fist and got probably the same result, dude.
Yeah, if anything, that's putting you at risk. Because what if she gets a hold of it?
Yeah, she
Dumbass.
grabs that gun.
Look, they're touching kids. We can't expect them to be the smartest people in the world. All right.
No, well, he's also a communist, so.
There's also that. Both women described a pattern of grooming that began when they were as young as 8 or 9. I didn't know what the word grooming was. Rojas told the Times, saying she was a virgin at the time of her alleged rape. It's like you're mesmerized. Their claims are supported by interviews, documents, and people they confided in over the years. Excuse me, sorry.
You shouldn't know. You at age of 9, you shouldn't need to know what the word grooming means.
Dude, you shouldn't even. Yeah, you shouldn't know what. You shouldn't know what most of these things are. At the age of 9, you shouldn't even know what the opposite genitalia of the other sex is.
You shouldn't even be. Well, yeah.
Like you might know, but you're not gonna know what it does. You know, like.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you might have like saw one. You might have been like, why do I have?
You're like,
this?
that's weird. What is that? Like, yeah,
like...
you're not gonna know the function. You're not gonna know the deep intimacies that go into relationships that involve that. Like, you don't know. That's exactly why you can't do that with kids, because they don't have informed consent. They don't know what the fuck's happening. So yeah, of course she's like, I didn't know what grooming was. It's like, well, yeah, you're not supposed to know. It's fucked up. It's fucked up that we live in a world where you even have to consider that.
This sex ed.
Sex ed. Well, you don't even get sex ed till like
they have
ninth grade in California.
That's. Is
there like a delay happening for you?
I'm delayed, bro. I think I'm seriously delayed.
Here, I will refresh. Hang on.
Yeah, because like I'll start talking and then you'll talk right when I start talking.
I'll refresh. Hang on. Let's see if it fixes.
I'll wait for you and I'll do it.
Okay. Now is there a delay?
All right. I think I'm good. The camera's moving with how I'm moving right now. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
So the the only thing like talk you should be having is like stranger danger. Don't get into a car with a stranger. That's when you set up like your code phrase. Like I don't know if anyone remembers that. Like, oh, like if I ever can't pick you up from school or if like if I'm gonna send someone to come get you, I'm gonna tell them this word and they're gonna tell you this when they pick you up, and that way that you're okay and this person's gonna be you're gonna be safe with this person. Like it's not the
Yeah, you don't have we live in a world now where you kind of have to have these conversations with your kids, and it's fucking disgusting that you have to have a conversation with your kid and be like, hey, adults are fucked up and they might try to do things to you. Don't let them, and if they try to, you need to tell someone immediately.
Yeah, and is it crazy that the only talk that Democrats want to have with their kids is the
gender
you're
talk?
Black. No, you're black, so a cop might act differently with you.
Well, no, they'll have the law enforcement talk. They'll also have the you can decide your gender talk and like the gender binaries.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going with the sex, like making sex ed at a lower age, while they're trying to push it. Because like I think I did sex ed at in first class of sex ed was like, it wasn't like a class. First, like when we had like the class all went to another room and it was a whole other teacher that taught like sex ed for like one day or whatever it was. Like I think that was 6th grade. I think so I was like 12.
Yeah, I didn't get any sexual education until 9th grade.
And you're from California?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is like I think we had like, so like how if I remember it correctly, it was in school. It was like 6th grade was boys, like your gender's sex ed, and then the next, and then 7th grade was just the boys and just the girls. So like 6th grade was just boys and just girls learning about their own gender, and then the next class was just boys, and then 7th grade was just boys and just girls learning about opposite genders, and then when you go into 8th grade, that's when it became boys and girls. And that's when you learn about condoms and birth control and all that shit.
Yeah, no, maybe I was just I was absent a lot when I was in school, but when I was in 9th grade, yeah, we just learned everything there together.
We could tell Tyler.
No, I fucking hated school. I was one of those kids that would show up twice a week, but I would have straight A's.
I was that kid that didn't do any homework and
I never
ace
did any
tests.
fucking homework. I refused every time.
Yeah, I had a teacher pretty mad at me when I had the teacher was like, it was the final, and she was like, you need to get, she was like, you need to get like well, it was like, you need a 98 or you're not passing this class. And I was like, are you grading it on a curve? And she was like, yeah, I'm grading it on a curve. I was like, bet. And then I fucking broke the curve, bro.
Nice.
Got 100 on that test. I ruined it for everyone.
Yeah, what's it called for school, I just always fucking hated school. I felt like they were always holding me back because like it was just too slow to teach things. Most days they were teaching me things that I already knew, or like there's someone in the class who fucking skipped a grade or transferred from another school, so they didn't get that
Yeah.
lesson at this grade at this time. So they're like, all right, well, we have to go back just for this kid, and then I just fucking hated all of it. So yeah,
Yeah.
I would just show up like maybe 2-3 times a week. It got so bad that they threatened to arrest my mom for me being truant.
Oh, truancy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I literally in high school I did the absolute bare minimum that I could in order to get out of
Same.
high school. I was a super senior. That it was so bad.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, luckily I was like, because I was getting bad grades. I was almost a super senior, but I passed all my classes. I got all my finals. I graded super high.
Well,
But
my father got sick when I was in 9th grade, and then he died
Oh,
when
yeah.
I was in between 9th and 10th. So 9th and 10th grade were basically for nothing because I literally just fucking gave up.
dude, I
ahead.
remember in 6th grade we were gonna go on a field trip to the middle school, so we could learn like, oh, this is what the middle school looks like. This is like how you get to your classes and all that. Well, unfortunately, on that day, that field trip, that's the day my grandpa died, and he lived across the street from us. So like we just didn't go to school that day. And then I remember like a month like from that day, like my mom was asking me about this paper for the middle school that I didn't have, and she was getting pissed at me like, you don't have this paper, we need this paper so you can go and get your stuff ready early at the end of summer. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And then I asked my teacher, and my teacher was like, you got this when we went on the field trip to the middle school, and if you lost that paper, I can't give you another one, and you're just gonna be behind in class. I was like, that's the day my grandpa died. And she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like she was getting vividly pissed at me, like yelling at me in front of the class. And I was just like, that's the day my grandpa
You're like,
died.
yeah, my grandfather died that day. I don't really remember
Yeah.
what happened.
I was like, I didn't even come to school that day. And I'm like, I'm getting yelled at for a paper I could have never gotten. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
I remember that vividly.
Yeah, I had some teachers that were like, I remember my math teacher. He used to just like let me sleep in his class because he knew I didn't want to fucking be there. But my grades were looking terrible because this was back in 10th grade. And he like pulled me aside one day and he's like, dude, I get it. Like you're fucking miserable, but he's like, you got to keep trying. And I was like, I know everything going on in this class. I just don't want to fucking sit here and do the work. And I was like, I just want to go home and play video games. I already know everything. And he's like, oh yeah, you know everything? And he's like, do the problem on the board. I did all the fucking problems on the board, no problem. I was like, I know everything. I just don't want to fucking be here.
Yeah, I wish I would have done better in high school. Honestly, if I could go back, and that's like a sad thing. I always told myself in high school, I'm like, I'm not gonna want to go back to high school. Like, I'm not gonna give a shit. And now, like, I'm fucking 25 years old, about to be 26, and I'm like, damn, bro, I really should have tried.
I don't miss high school. What I do miss is the teachers, but I don't miss the teachers at my first high school. Like I said, 9th and 10th, were basically a wash. But 11th grade, I went to a continuation school, and the continuation school had a really bad reputation because a lot of people would go to juvie, and then because they were in juvie, they were behind on credits, so they'd go to the continuation school. So it had a bad reputation. So every time I told people, I'm like, oh, this is where I'm going, they're like, what did you do? And I'm like, I didn't do anything. But I absolutely loved that school. The teachers were a lot more personable. They built connections with people a lot better, and they were also just like way nicer and way better at teaching too. One of my favorite classes, this isn't going to be a shocker to anyone, was civics. My civics and econ teacher was fucking awesome. I loved him. He was
My econ teacher.
Mine was hilarious. He was a funny black dude, and he was what he would do every day we came into class. He would have a question on the board, a contentious topic, like something about abortion or immigration, and then he would have everyone spend the first 10 to 15 minutes of class writing an argument for why they agree or disagree with that, and then he would call on 5 people in class to give their argument, and then the class would argue.
Dude,
I fucking loved it.
My civics and my government teacher, bro, was the biggest fucking liberal, bro. He was the biggest Democrat. And this was 2016 was when I was in his class, bro. Or no, it was 20...
You and I
Trump
are the
just
same
became
age, so
president.
we would have had same class at the same time, yeah.
Yeah, so Trump just became president. So every single class, bro, is this dude complaining about Trump. And I'm there like, this is me. So this is like 2017 me. So this is like I'm getting into Crowder and Ben Shapiro, and like
Same.
I'm really starting to find my voice of like my political views.
Yeah, I was
just
watching
remember
I was
one day
watching
in
Tim,
class-
Shapiro, Crowder.
Yeah, I was watching. Well, no, I don't think I might have been watching. I don't think Tim was around in 2017. Maybe he was probably doing like
I
Vice
think
stuff.
I think that's when I started watching Tim was around 2017, 2018, because I started watching him after the first time he went on Crowder.
I started watching him. I'm trying to remember. It wasn't. I watched him before he went on Joe Rogan, but I started watching. I started watching Tim when he had like 100,000 subscribers. Like he had like nothing.
I don't remember how many he had when I started watching. I just remember he went on Steven Crowder, and I was like, oh, this guy's cool. I started following him too.
You guys are babies. I was a high schooler when the towers fell.
Because they're babies, doesn't it? Yeah, well, I wasn't even fucking born yet. Ooh.
I was
2 months
6
along in
old.
my in the pregnancy.
I was 6 months old when
Oh,
the
wait.
towers fell.
No, I have that backwards. I was 7 months old.
Yeah,
I was 7 months old.
I was about to say our birthdays are close.
Yeah, mine is February 20th, 01. So I just had my birthday like a
Yeah,
month ago.
I'm in June. I'm in June.
Oh, June, baby.
Yeah,
My
The-
civics teacher was so good though, Melted. I don't even know what party he was.
No, that's how it's supposed to be as a civics teacher or government teacher.
Right.
Mine was the biggest libtard, dude. I just remember one day in class, bro, being like, I was like, you're like, I went instantly like into the Ben Shapiro, like 17-year-old, like, actually, sir, you're completely wrong about this because this is why this is it, and this is why this is it. And I just remember him looking at me and being like, he was just like, stop. He's like, don't talk unless you raise your hand. And he was like, he just didn't know how to respond because I just started talking during class and telling him why he was wrong. And I just remember after class, like two dudes that I've never talked to in high school came up to me and they were like, bro, thank you for saying something, bro. Like that, this teacher has no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm like, why am I the only one speaking up? Like, this is me every class. I was the one, like, when I hear a teacher was wrong, I'd be like, you're wrong. I would do it all the time. Like, I remember my favorite teacher that I had was my first year history teacher of high school. It's probably my favorite teacher I've ever had. And we were learning about Greek mythology, and this was like, I was fucking playing the hell out of like God of War, bro. And I was like, oh man, I love Greek mythology. I was reading Percy Jackson, bro. And then he was like, he said something about Atlas being a god, and I remember I raised my hand. I was like, sir, Atlas is not a god. He's a Titan. Titans were, before the gods, and he was like, no, you're wrong. And then the next day I came into class after he told me I was wrong, and then he got up in front of the whole class and he's like, guys, I want to tell y'all, I made a mistake yesterday. Wes was right. Atlas is a Titan. And I was like, he's like, we're gonna start doing this now. Every time I'm proven wrong in class, I'm gonna start giving out extra credit. And he gave me 5 extra credit points.
I fucking love that. See, teachers need to do that more, dude. Like, if a teacher says something and gets proven wrong by a student, they shouldn't meet that with anger or anything. They should meet that with a reward.
He was such a good history dude. He was like, he's like me, where he's like, dude, communist Russia, bro. The aesthetic, sick. Communism, not sick.
Right.
He's like the same way. He was
Well,
like,
look,
dude,
I would
though
say the
the
same thing
Russian-
about
the-
Nazis, but don't clip that. No one clip that. Look, the aesthetic of Nazis, very cool. What the Nazis did, not cool.
Not cool.
Not cool.
Bro.
I'm gonna clip. I'm clipping myself.
You gotta admit, bro. A good goose step looks badass, bro.
Dude, a knife with a fat swastika on the hill. Ooh, I mean, come on.
I could see an Indian dude wielding that, bro. Thinking it's the.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Indian swastika.
I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I'm so fucking. I'm still butthurt with my brother. My brother, my great grandmother, my German grandmother has a collection of 7 Nazi knives, and they're from different ranking officers. And my brother has the collection because he asked for it.
Was your grandma was like, oh, I got this from sleeping with this German officer?
I have
and got
no
this
fucking
one.
clue where she got them. I need to ask her before it's too late to ask her. She, thankfully, the most kindest woman in the world that I will ever meet. I say it as often as I can. My great grandmother, Grandma Rittenauer, as we so fondly know her. Yeah, I will ask her where she actually got them, but no one in my family was ever in the German military, so I'm not even sure where she got them.
Have you seen that video of that of like
Wiggum's
that
putting all these
family, like-
emotes. He's like, bro.
Yeah. Have you seen that video of it's like the grandma, like it's her 8th birthday, and it's like the whole family's gathered around the table.
no.
And they
Yeah.
pick up the shot glasses and they're like, cheers. And she picks up the glass and she's like, Hail Hitler.
Yeah, she-
And they're all like,
Yeah.
no, grandma, no.
The Alzheimer's
someone
kicked
grabs
in,
her-
and she's like, "Where are
Yeah.
we? Oh yeah."
Yeah. Someone grabs her hand and pushes it down, and she's trying to like force it back up.
You can't stop me.
I'm like laugh, dude. It's such a fun. Like the whole family's like, no, grandma.
Jesus.
Dude, that shit is so funny.
Anyway, I do
yeah.
need to get
We
going
were
because
talking about-
I need to use the restroom.
Yeah.
I want to finish the story real
Go to the
quick.
bathroom. I'll keep chat entertained, bro.
Oh, you're gonna
Switch
keep
it over
chat
to
entertained?
premium,
All right. Melted's got this, guys.
Switch it over to premium, and we'll do premium, bro. I'll hang out with you for a while.
No, I don't give a fuck if you get me banned on YouTube. I'm waiting for it to happen. I'm shadow banned over there anyway.
Well, I'm not gonna ban you on.
Well,
YouTube.
I
You don't
haven't
say
gotten a
nothing fucking
subscriber on
crazy.
YouTube in like 6 months, so I don't give a fuck anymore. Anyway, I'll be back.
YouTube's like, yeah, but I don't know.
Keep them entertained,
do
my
have to-
friend. I'll have my phone.
I will. I'll keep them entertained. But you gotta admit, everybody, the Russian aesthetic, communist Russian aesthetic, that shit goes hard, dude. The hats with the freaking big coats, dude. Oh my gosh, that shit goes. Dude, can I share my screen on this? Let's see. I think you'd have to pull it up though. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you would have to pull it up. But Russian aesthetic, A1. The German World War II style, that goes hard too with all the leather, the black. It's a little tantric-y, a little weird with all the leather, but yes, bro. Yes, those hats are fucking gas. You can swap using OBS. I don't think I can swap. I don't have the option to. But I don't know. What are some other cool ass styles from terrible people? Like the Mongolians, bro. The Mongolians looked sick. They were dope. Samurais were sick. Honestly, like the old style, like Muslims, that shit, like early ages of like, oh my gosh, when they had like the scimitars, during the Crusades, bro. When the Crusades were going on, that was badass. Change your source. I'm not doing that. It's way too much work. I'll look that up. Majin. Why is this a One Piece character? Yes, bro. Yeah, you are. You're right. They are sick. Are you talking about the Maji Maji? The African warriors, bro? Yes, yes. The Crusades, I think that's got to be like peak male like aesthetic, bro. Like the chainmail with the white, like the pure white red and with the red cross on the tabard, like with the sick ass bucket helmet. Like that shit is dope. Like, let's see, let's look up dope uniforms. I was watching Star Trek New Generation. I was like, I'm gonna rewatch that today. Blue with white cross? Nah, dude. White with red cross, bro. Blue with white cross. That's given a little, instead of a cross, you might want to have a Star of David in that. When you do blue and white, you can't do that anymore. We're gonna do dope military uniforms. Nah, the red coats suck. The beef eaters, no, that's terrible. Hate beef eater outfit. Oh, dude, I wish I could share my shit. The freaking Koreans that have like all the medals going down their whole entire jackets, like that shit. That shit is so dumb. Oh my gosh, it's like
I've returned.
Oh, what's up? Still talking about military outfits, dude.
Did you see the one I put in the chat? I said Romans.
The Romans,
I like the
well,
Roman
do you mean
aesthetic.
like you can't? Oh yeah, I guess yeah, you could do all of Romans. So I was gonna say, like,
I know Rome is very broad. They were an empire for a long time.
yeah, well, but you could do. They were more organized. I was thinking Greece, like, because like Greece was like Athens was like you could see like Greece like as like America, like with their different states, like like you could have like Sparta. Like Sparta had a different aesthetic than Athens like did, and like they had like, and then like Persians, bro. Persians, they had some sick ass shit, bro. And I think the Turks, bro.
Have you seen the story of the Knight Templar who held against the Turks to the last man? It is one of the least known hard stories ever.
I've not heard about this.
I've not.
What's that held against the Turks? I'll look that up.
All right, while
Yeah,
he's
look
looking
that
that up,
up.
I'm going to read the rest of this article. So we're talking about Cesar Chavez. Cesar Chavez is a historic figure in California where he rocketed to fame fighting for labor rights for migrant farm workers. He has schools, roads, and public buildings named after him in the state. Yes, he does. Lots and lots of them. He has also been honored by presidents for his activism, most recently by Joe Biden, who placed a bronze bust of him in the Oval Office during his presidency. In response to the allegation, Chavez is being wiped off the face of the earth as iconic monuments are being covered up and cities mole stripping his name off streets and buildings across the state. Fuck yes, please do that. I don't care what this guy did to help workers in California or in the country or the world for that matter. If he was raping people, there should be no statues of him. No statues, no names on buildings, no names on streets. He could just be forgotten to history. Thank you for your efforts in making workers have better rights. Now please fucking disappear for the rest of history. It comes one day after a wave of events honoring Chavez were pulled ahead of the Times article regarding the terrifying allegations about the civil rights leader. The California Post has reached out to the National Park Service for further comment about plans on moving forward amid the rape allegations. The National Park Conservation also responded with writing, the allegations against Chavez are deeply disturbing. Congress has the authority to change the name of Cesar E. Chavez National Monument in California. For many years, NPCA supported a national park site, the current national monument, as well as a proposal that would include sites in several western states that would honor the farm worker movement and those who fought for dignity, better working conditions, and fair wages. This movement, which the National Park Service found to be nationally significant history, is not about a single person. Americans or Filipino or Latino descent were among those who transformed agriculture and labor organizing in the American West. Southern California director Dennis Argulis said in a statement. So that just sounds like that's just a political statement. Be like, look, it was terrible what he did, but migrant workers are still very important, is what it said, basically. The National Park
They're
site...
saying they want to keep the policy. They just want to change the name of it.
Yeah, and that's perfectly fine. I'm fine with that. Anything with Chavez's name on it needs to be fucking removed and changed.
All those Chavez photos sitting in history classes right now. I want to know how many of those.
How many teachers went in the next day and was like, let's take this down before the kids come in.
Yeah, let's put up. All right, guys, we gotta start putting up Stalin.
Yeah,
I don't think Stalin. Did Stalin? We don't have any allegations. Was Stalin on Epstein Island?
What do you mean? He probably founded it. Founded his own, dude.
Obviously it was Chavez, dude. Chavez is over by those islands.
Yeah, the difference is that dictators like that, though, they're smarter than that. The people that would have come out against them are in a mass grave somewhere.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
The National Park site, the first to recognize contemporary Latinos, plays a critical role in ensuring that our country's diversity and complex stories are shared. And that's how they end the article? Okay, well, whatever. But yeah, so Cesar Chavez is a rapist, and that's how he should be remembered. He should be remembered as a rapist piece of shit. Pedophile rapist piece of shit.
Alleged?
These
are only...
No.
This is you don't...
No, I'm not gonna say alleged because you can't defame the dead. And you also the California Post is reporting this as fact. They didn't say alleged anywhere in this article.
Well, it just said I just read it right there.
Where?
It said alleged.
Where?
Go switch it over because now it looks like shit.
Oh, wait, I see it. Disturbing details about Cesar Chavez's creepy California lair emerging where the disgraced union titan allegedly raped girls while living like a king.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then they go on to say that it's corroborated by multiple different fucking sources, so...
I'll look that up, Wiggum.
How about this?
Bro,
they might say alleged, but I'm not. I'm not saying alleged. Come sue me.
Yeah. What Wiggum saying Raymond, bro? What happened to Raymond G. Stanley, bro?
Raymond Ibrahim did a video telling the story of the Knights Templar defense. Video.
Yeah, I'll look that up. But what happened to Raymond B. Stanley, bro, on Timcast, dude? What happened to him?
I think he's still around.
Dude, he hasn't been on Timcast in forever.
Oh, well, I don't know. There's probably a lot of reasons for that. You know Surge is gone.
Yeah, I figured that.
Yeah, they fired him.
Why'd they fire him?
I don't think I'm supposed to say.
No, don't. You don't know. You don't know why.
Probably not. Well, I think I may know, but I'm not gonna say just in case it's not the reason.
Yeah. Well, don't if don't because Serge definitely didn't tell you because Serge probably definitely had to sign an NDA for that job.
True. Well, it's okay. It's not like I know Serge. I know through rumors, but I don't know if the rumors came from him. So.
Well, if it's fucking rumors, then just say it.
All right. Well, the rumor is that he got fired because there was some porn playing in the background of one of the streams.
There's no way. Dude.
Apparently, what I've heard is that one of the streams you can hear some very intense moaning in the background.
There's no way. I gotta. All right. Continue. I'm gonna look this up. I gotta see that. I gotta hear this.
That could be why. I don't know. I haven't seen the clip. But if that did happen, that may be why he got let go. You know, this computer here at my desk, none of that stuff is ever on it because I never want to take that chance. This computer is work only.
Oh, this is from 2 years ago. No, I don't want 2 years ago.
Wait.
Well, there's not a single article about this.
This is from today. Piers Morgan storms off his own show after manosphere influencers crude remark about his wife. Are you fucking serious? What'd you say about my wife? What'd you say about my wife?
Why would you have a manosphere dude on?
Yeah, like
That's
what
what
did you
they're gonna-
expect? Like what did you actually expect? A lot of these manosphere people are pieces of shit that think men are above women. Applications are open. That's your ting, bro. That's your girl. Wait. What is this? I couldn't care less about your silly little insults. It's like a 2-year-old. Oh, why would I care? Is this the video?
Here's what I think about you. I watched the documentary. I think you're a fucking idiot. I think you're a sexist,
Oh wait, you can't hear it.
misogynist.
Hang on.
No, I can't hear it.
That's my bad. Go
Well,
back.
switch it back to the other screen that you had it on VidNinja.
Wait, on. Oh yeah. No, that's what I was about to do that.
I got blurry.
Yeah. The only problem is that you'll be able to hear yourself talk, so just don't talk
That's
to the
fine.
video.
Pictures that you're out and she wants to get used like a toy by a big black man who's cleaning her car. Is that why you have a problem with me? Is that why you're pushing this homophobic narrative? Because I'm the big black man that shagged your wife while you are on holiday. Okay? We can all have a push and a shove, sir. Let's go back to talking about the documentary and less of the homophobia.
Do you know what? Here's what I think about you. I watched the documentary. I think you're a fucking idiot. I think you're a sexist, misogynist, homophobic twerp who got exposed in a global way by Netflix, by Louis Theroux, for what you are. You're a little half-wit, and you'll make your little followers
Don't get
have a
rattled.
little laugh
Don't get
and everything
rattled.
else. But I don't see any
Don't
point
get rattled.
wasting. There's no point me wasting my time talking to you. Is there? What's the point?
Exactly. No, do you know what? Let's chill it down then, because what I just said, there's 50 more things that we can have a stupid back and forth and try and
No,
one up
I
each
don't
other.
care. I don't
Just
care
talk
about
to
your
me
silly
normally.
insults. Yeah, I
Talk
don't
to
care
me
about your silly
normally.
insults. I
Talk
don't
to me
care about
normally.
it. I don't care about your silly insults.
But what do
honestly.
you mean you don't care? What do you mean you don't care? What I said is
couldn't- I
facts. I have a
couldn't care
picture of it. I
less
can
what
flip
you-
it around and show you right now.
I couldn't care less about your silly little insults. It's like a 2-year-old. Why would I care?
A 2-year-old. A 2-year-old. Listen, sir, I don't know why you come on and you talk like you're holier than thou. As soon as you're away,
All right, let's
who's
end
this?
this.
Applications are open.
All right, let's just end
That's
this,
your
please.
ting, bro. That's your
Let's end
girl.
this. Let's end this.
No way!
You know what? I'm-
Whoa. The controversial
No
influencer
way.
dubbed a pound shop Andrew Tate, then flipped his phone to face the camera with a 2022 Instagram photo showing Morgan's wife, Celia Walden, lounging by the pool in a bathing suit near a sign that reads, "Wanted pool boy, no experience needed." Ooh.
Here, mute me in VidNinja.
No, it's the oh here. I'll mute the scene. Can you still hear it? Talk?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Well, no, actually,
It's still doing it?
I am
Okay.
echoing.
Okay, there, here.
Oh my gosh. No, it's good now.
Okay.
It's good now.
Yeah, I stopped
dude,
sharing it. Dude,
I
that's
can-
that's fucking rough. That's fucking rough.
Oh my god.
I don't blame. I was gonna say, damn, what a bitch for walking out, but honestly, there's no response. You have to walk away.
Still, no. He fucked himself over. He fucked himself over by getting rage baited. He felt like all these fucking boomers do. They fall for the rage bait, and then what makes it worse is he goes, "I don't care about your silly little jokes." And it's not a joke, bro. Your
No,
girls
that's
on
not a
Instagram
joke.
asking for pool boys, bro. Oh.
Applications are open. That's your ting, bro. That's your girl.
No
And Outrage Morgan
no
responded, "All right, let's just end
experience
this. Let's
needed."
end this. Let's end this, please." Wait, what? Oh, hang on. Wait. Let's continue watching. It gets better. Wait. Let's pull this back up. Oh no, dude. Let's see his reaction to seeing it.
I'm not doing this. Sorry, guys. It's pointless.
Then they mute the
That's
stream.
your-
Let me go back.
Listen, sir, I don't know why you come on and you talk like you're holier than thou. As soon as you're away,
All right, let's
who's
end
this?
this.
Applications are open.
All right, let's just end
That's your
this, please.
ting, bro. That's your
Let's end
girl.
this. Let's end this.
Cooked.
You know what? I'm not doing this.
Cooked.
I want to know if he saw it. Like, I want to know if he even saw what the image was. Like, I want to know in his head if he saw that and like that's something like that's been driving him crazy.
Right,
since
like they've
2022,
argued
that his
about it
wife made
before,
that
and then
post.
he pulls it up.
Yeah. Or I want to know, or if it's like he didn't even realize what post he was about to show, and he literally thought he was about to see a video of his wife getting railed by that dude.
Oh my God.
Like I wonder if he thought that's what was actually about to pop up on.
Yeah, I don't know. Pierce's reaction almost feels like that hit him personally, like something personally's happened where he's like, I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah, I would hit me pretty personally too, bro. If I had a girl and she posted that on Instagram, it's not lasting much longer than
That's
that.
pretty rough. Well, that's from 4 years ago too.
Yeah, well, you know that dude. That dude prepared. Like he
did his
definitely
fucking research,
prepared.
finding a post from
Well,
4 years ago.
I doubt he even did research, bro. I bet you he saw that. He's like, I'm gonna look up this dude's wife. He probably didn't even have to scroll that far down. He probably saw it, and he probably didn't even need to do any more research. He probably thought I'm gonna get him mad. I'm gonna rage bait him about his wife, and then I'm gonna show this picture on the fucking. He already had it pulled up, bro. It was not that far into his
Here's the
screenshot
picture.
gallery.
Here's the picture, Melted. Wanted pool boy, no experience needed.
Okay, that's it being a sign. That's on a pool, like.
Yeah,
That's a
but
little-
in
if
the
she, like,
comment
legitimately
section,
posted in the description.
the comment section said applications open.
Oh, it's like in the description, like.
Yeah, the comment in the description was
Oh.
applications open.
It's still bad. It's still bad, bro. Ugh, dude, that's so funny. He shows it. It shows you. That is funny. I don't normally like the Manosphere guys, but I'm about to find that dude on YouTube. If he does shit like that in interviews, that's funny.
That is kind of funny.
That is so good. And I love how they switch it to the chair angle of him walking out, and then they switch it right back to him with the chair angle gone, but it's just that Manosphere dude sitting there just laughing, bro. That's so funny. If
Wait.
my wife posted that, I would not be happy about it. Dude, I would not be happy either. His wife's a baddie, though.
I mean, yeah, it's Piers Morgan. You gotta think about how much money that fool's making.
Well, yeah, if those apps are still open, hit me up.
Fucking, yeah. I was just scrolling through the news
I have
here
some
and I saw that
experience as a
though.
pool
I
boy
saw
as well, so.
all I saw was Breaking Point, Piers Morgan, and I was like, what happened? That's a funny story. That was a pretty funny story.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
Yes, Wiggum said, not gonna lie, if my wife
Holy
posted that, I
shit.
would not be happy
That
about
actually
it.
had me in tears. No, I wouldn't be either.
I wouldn't be
Dude,
very
I would be
happy.
even more pissed if a dude did that to me on my show, bro. That's so funny.
Yeah, well, that's the
I
other
don't
thing
like
too.
Piers
It's like
Morgan,
it's one
so
thing
that's
to
why I think it's funny.
it's one thing to have someone like show that shit to you. It's another thing to be like, I'm on your show. We're live right now. Boom.
Yeah, there's so many people like that I know that could happen to too, and like I don't you probably don't know who Ricada Law is, but I could
Yeah, I do.
definitely see that happening to Ricada Law someday.
That'd be fucking
Yeah, do you remember what
hilarious.
happened with him?
I remember a little bit.
That would be so well. Yeah, his wife, and those buddies that lived across that had YouTube channels were all having a four-way. They were all or not. They were wife swapping, and then the whole not Ricada, but the other. Oh my gosh, this happened a while ago. I can remember it though. Ricada and his wife were doing cocaine. And so he's a cocaine addict that got arrested for it. And then they were doing cocaine with that other couple, and the dude's wife got addicted to cocaine and didn't want to be with him anymore. So it was pretty much Ricada with two chicks. And he got mad, and I'm pretty sure he called the cops on Ricada and got his kids taken away. He said he didn't do it, but I'm 100% sure that dude did it.
God damn.
Oh my gosh. Imagine a wife swapping with a dude, and your wife leaves you to go be with a dude that already has a wife that your wife's swapping with.
And is addicted to drugs?
Imagine that. You lose, yeah, and he got his girl. He got your wife addicted to drugs and then stole her.
Crazy.
That's insane.
I'm just seeing if there's any other stories.
Oh, 30 minutes ago. What's this? Iran war escalates.
30 minutes ago?
Troops are on the ground. Boots on the ground, Tyler.
We have
No, I'm
boots on the
joking.
ground?
I'm completely joking. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking.
I'm saying,
I'm
I feel
joking.
like Twitter would be blowing up.
Oh,
Oh, hey, there is some
I
breaking
think
news
there's
though.
already troops.
There is breaking news. Afro Man wins his court battle. Fuck yeah. Afro
Oh, yeah,
Man
that
won his
happened
court
last
battle.
night. Yeah, I saw some. I saw someone saying, like, oh, I was watching John Kiriaku's stream this morning, and they do a thing where, like, if you comment and leave a super chat, they answer the question that you ask, and someone commented and was like, you guys should check out the Afro Man trial, and like John Kiriaku and that other co-host he's got are both they're pretty lefty dudes, but they're like 2008 Democrats, but that the person that commented it, telling him about it, was like, it really shows the race discrimination of police and the black man finally winning against police. And then I'm pretty sure if you watch the Afro Man video, I'm pretty sure it was like a black woman and like a black dude and like two white guys that stole from him. Like, I'm pretty sure like it was
The video is
multiple
playing
races that did
in the
that.
background right now.
Oh, sick.
But yeah, so Afro Man
Is
had.
it all white cops?
I think you're right. It was wait, here's the actual video.
On the internet.
I remember one of the ladies I think was black. That was one of the cops.
Okay.
But it was pretty much like saying like, oh, a black man finally won in court against the police. Like, that hasn't happened ever before.
Afro Man will bring it to ya. Afro Man is gonna do ya. Afro Man is gonna screw ya. My proof's on the internet.
On the internet. Yeah, look, and then he's just posting shit about these cops stealing from him, and like shit about their personal lives, and it's just fucking hilarious.